As 2017 starts, I would like to recap some of 2016's best movies. But first, some honorable mentions. Jungle Book, very, very surprising movie. The visuals were great. The movie was actually very entertaining. The villain was very threatening. Even the kid actor was very good. He had some drifty eyes at sometimes, but he did a very good job with what was tasked of him. Deadpool is hilariously funny, but I do not think that it is worthy of this top 10. A lot of stuff was missing, story-wise and villain-wise. Still a good movie. Review coming soon. The Witch, a very smart horror film. A lot of people will like it. Very, very suspenseful. I loved it. Moana, beautifully animated. Story was alright. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson pulled off a good performance, as well as the female doing Moana's voice. I didn't like the music. The music was kind of annoying. Doctor Strange, very, very trippy movie. A lot of the beginning I did not like. I did not like the character of Doctor Strange, but I did enjoy the concepts, and the visual effects was very nice too. Yeah, this is my own personal list. The movies that I really did enjoy. You might not like them, but it's good. Comment below what your list is. I would love to read them. And if you don't comment, at least give me some suggestions for movies that you liked and that I probably should have included on this list. Pete's Dragon. It is a reboot of the 1977 classic, and I think it did a really good job of it. The heartfelt message of the original one is not lost here. The visual effects look great for the dragon. The kid actors did a very good job, and I feel like the main actors really held its story together, and it was sad when it needed to be. It was fun when it needed to be. Everything this movie needed to be, it was, and I thought it was really cool. Fences. The acting was incredible in this movie, both by Viola Davis and by Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington also directed it. He came up with some great imagery. I thought the movie was very concealed in its story, and I really enjoyed it. For a movie to be set in the same location and feature only dialogue, it's very hard to hold your interest, but this movie will definitely hold your interest with its dramatic tension. Zootopia. The animation was great. I enjoyed the chemistry between Officer Hops and Nick Wilde. It was very strong. Movie was very funny, like I said. Story is pretty good. It's a great mystery tale, and I really enjoyed that. The racial messages in this movie are very strong. It's a good thing to teach kids, and it wasn't forced down your throat. It was there when it needed to be, and it wasn't crammed in the story either. It actually played a big role in the story. The reason I put this above Moana is because it's a lot more clever to fit all these animals in one place and have different machines to go up to the giraffes, or for the little hamsters, or for the hippos to swim. Very clever in the way it creates this universe, and I really thought that's what initially put it all over every single other animated movie of this year. 10 Cloverfield Lane. I really enjoyed this movie. The first and second act are very a psychological thing. Characters, the acting is great. There's this really nice tension, and I don't want to spoil the movie. It's also much like Fences, how it's set in a set location, so you have to keep things interested between the characters and the drama for it to actually remain interesting. Rogue One. I really like Rogue One, as you can tell by my review. There was a lot of things. The characters were nice. Everything about it screamed Star Wars to me. Visual effects were great. There was a whole lot of great in this movie. It was already gonna be on my list, okay? It was one of my most anticipated movies of 2016, and seeing it totally took my breath away. Civil War. Now, if you know me in real life, or if you've ever seen any of my other videos, I said I didn't like Civil War. That is a lie. Civil War is a greatly acted, character-driven action movie. It was very action-packed. I loved the action. The thing that I really had a problem with, and it's why I didn't want to put this movie higher on my list, the drama between the characters isn't really strong, and they often move away from plot threads rather quickly. But that airport scene was great. I love Tony Stark. I love Captain America. There's a lot to like in this movie. And you don't need a great story to hold your movie. These characters are very interesting. The characters can definitely hold your interest. And if the characters can't, the action will definitely. I have to put it on the list. Hacksaw Ridge. Great performances by every single person in this movie. The war stuff is great. Very action-packed, very intense. And it's a really great story about a man who really stuck up for what he believed in. The movie doesn't beat the message over your head. You can understand it fine, and it doesn't drag on it too long, but it's definitely a big part of the story, and you really feel for the guy. Really enjoyed this movie. Nice Guys. I love Nice Guys. It's so funny. I love Shane Black. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was one of my favorite movies back in the day. Very funny movie. Shane Black always seems to get really nice chemistry between the two leads. We have really funny performances from Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. The story is also pretty good too. Sometimes it can lose your interest, but I really think that the characters held this movie together. Arrival. It's very emotional, surprisingly, for an alien invasion movie. It's very different from, say, your Independence Days. It's not like that. It's much more intelligent in the way it tells its story. It's very riveting, I'd say. Everything about it, I love it. There's like literally no way you can't get sucked into everything that's happening in this movie. Silent. This movie is directed by Martin Scorsese, and holy shit, the visual style is fucking great. Every single scene, there's something visually stunning. Every shot is gorgeous. Not to mention it had very, very good 3 leads. Another great performance from Andrew Garfield. He was in Hacksaw Ridge as well. Adam Driver, Liam Neeson, although he wasn't in it for very long. It was a great depiction of a murderer. I loved this movie. And that's all for my top 10 list. You know, if you don't agree, I don't care. No, I do care. If you don't agree, please comment what your list is, because I would love to know. Because, you know, sometimes different opinions can open my mind up a little bit. See you next time with the worst list, bro. God, I don't want to do the worst list, but we got it. We got to do the worst list. And it's coming soon, I promise.